Howdy folks, welcome back. I hope you're doing well and staying safe. I wanted to do another strategic replay and analysis of a boat that I love, the Paolo Emilio, the Tier 9 Italian destroyer, or the Yolo Emilio. As you can already see with speed boosts, because she has a high performance speed boost and she has a bunch of smoke screens, she's essentially an ambush boat, and she's just taken sea cap, and now he's heading up to the Massachusetts. If you look at the mini-map of the 7 ships, the Massachusetts is by himself. This boat, the Massachusetts, is already dead. He just doesn't know it yet. This is exactly what this boat was designed to do. And precisely this. Which means, if you're looking from a strategic point of view, not only did he get the C cap, he's about to get the B cap as well. And take cap control. And taking that B cap is absolutely critical later on in the game. For winning the game, because of points. So again, it's a very methodical, painstaking. The booster itself will typically give you over 20% boost. This boat will do well over 54 knots. And the smoke, well, again, it's a charged smoke for full speed like the other boats. So as he runs in, he's detected. Off goes the horn. At this point, the Massachusetts is doing Operation Brown Pants, and he's getting ready to shoot him. Doesn't even need to waste his smoke. There's nothing the Massachusetts can do. He's not even going to get a shot off on him. Boom. From a play point of view, with an enemy team with 2 destroyers, 1 destroyer should have came up here with a battleship, and the battleship should have covered the gap with the destroyer. If it was the Fletcher, for instance, I believe that he probably actually would have lost and got killed, but he didn't. So now his team has lost 2 ships. The other team has lost a battleship. So he's going to sit here, and he's going to grab this cap and then start heading south. And we're almost there. This boat is extremely popular with a lot of people. You can get it in the Research Bureau. I can't remember how much it is for research points, but I already have it. And I do like it. It's a fun boat to play in co-op. It's a fun boat to play in ranked. It's a fun boat to play in randos. But it is a YOLO boat. Her SAP, or main guns, or semi-armor piercing, are no joke. You can hit a Tier 9 and Tier 10 destroyer with this thing on a broadside, and you'll probably take anywhere from 5,000 to 8,000 damage every time you hit. They are slow to reload, 7.5 seconds, depending on your captain skills, but it's really good. Now, the only thing this Palmer's got going for him is he's got really good hydro. Now, if that Palmer is smart, the Yolo Emilio just got detected. And there goes the smoke. And now he's going to use the HE. I believe, if I remember off the top of my head, it's got 32 millimeters of pen. Don't quote me on that. But you can hit the superstructure on any battleship for Tier 9, Tier 10. And what I'm trying to highlight more is not exactly the boat. I'm trying to highlight more of the play. He's trying to keep himself between islands and be able to shoot so he doesn't get spotted. The smoke generator and the speed boost are extremely low. They don't last for very long. And look who we have here, Mr. Fletcher. And now we're switching back to SAP to a full broadside Fletcher. Like I said, no joke. Bye-bye. Now this guy, if you notice, they've already got 4 ships gone. We nicked here a bit. But again, getting back behind islands. But don't forget that B cap up there I told you about earlier. Granted, the Palmerins have hydro. And like that, it's 1v4. So can we see a solar warrior? Is this game going to be one of those games where it's like you carry the whole team? Spoiler alert, he carries the whole team. With a boat that's not designed for capping, a boat that's not designed for gunboat, it's not a gunboat with other destroyers, but he's playing it perfectly in how he's letting out his torpedoes, using his smoke, using his speed, using his speed boost, selecting the correct shells, high explosive over SAP. The best thing about this match, it's not very much longer before it's over. And there's some things that the enemy is doing that I just disagree with wholeheartedly. Now, the enemy could have won this game without even working on it. The Fletcher and the enemy does not have to actually engage or go after him. But the old expression goes, people try to win harder. And that trying to win harder, well, ultimately cost you the game. Now you notice he disengaged here. He's relocated, which means someone else just moved in here and is coming close to him. Now, it was already there before, once he was the last ship, but someone's coming. And all he's doing now is just constantly hitting, and eventually he'll be able to do this and reset caps. Now again, this boat's going to go over 50 knots. Now, the one thing I figured out here in my head, and I was kind of thinking about it, was where's the enemy Fletcher? And judging by her last known position, I thought she'd be coming straight off of the starboard bow and right at him. And you'll see in a minute, she was. And again, I said, why are you doing this? Like, why do you have to engage and get into a fight? You don't have to. The Fletcher can outgun and out DPM the Paolo Emilio, but the Fletcher's guns are nothing compared to the Paolo Emilio's SAP. And again, just keep annoying, just keep shooting. He makes one mistake here, and it's coming up right here. I don't know why he didn't finish the turn, because he ends up running aground and does a bit of damage. That's damage he didn't have to take, in my opinion. But again, it's not the end of the world. He's already got 107,000 damage. Now, these Palmerins should be acting, in my opinion, together with their Hydro. And they should be trying to push him up and out of the B cap and going for the C cap. Necessarily, the Fletcher would have been better off going for the C cap, and it didn't. The Palmerins have the ability to actually push him off. I don't know what the Azuma is doing, if it went AFK at the very bottom, but she's, spoiler alert, not back in the game at all for the rest of the game. But these Palmerins, they can't outrun him. They can't catch up to him. They can just keep pushing him. And that 2-cap advantage is going to pay off for him. And like I said earlier, when you watch the game, I had this sneaky suspicion the Fletcher's around here somewhere. And it'll... Correct, it is. I have no idea why the Fletcher did not go to sea. You're like, wow, okay. Now, you know at this point, he's not already firing. He's going to launch his torpedoes. And when you're launching your torpedoes and you're crossing from left to right or right to left, he puts his torpedoes behind the Paolo Emilio. The Paolo Emilio is going to get him. Goodbye. Why he did not go after the cap, I have no idea. He could have taken the cap and snuck up to the B cap. That Fletcher could have actually won the game for his team. But like I told you about the B cap, it won't happen. And look behind him, those torpedoes are not even there. So we fast forward a bit, and the Palmerins are in C, one of them. And if you look at his guns, doesn't know where he is, which is great. So start shooting him. And he does shoot him. So it's like, okay. And reset the cap. I have no idea what the Palmerin's shooting. You can't be seen. You're not detected. Why shoot? You get cap points for that. And at this point, when the Palmerin's not turning hard right and going behind the island, you know full well where the Paolo Emilio is going. He could have turned and got away with this and took that cap even sooner. But again, you want the Fletcher to take that cap. And it didn't happen. All this enemy team did at this point when there was 4 against 1v4, they just isolated themselves, allowed them to be shot by the Paolo Emilio as a Yolo boat, and he just keeps setting the cap back. Again, he's not getting cap points, but they can't get the cap, so he doesn't get it either. Gets a little nick there for 1,400 damage. Those are smart defensive torpedoes in case he does try to come this way. Because the Palmerins have been trying to hunt him down. I don't know why. But again, he's going to leave the area. His intention wasn't ever to stop him from getting the cap. It's just to constantly delay him. And I'm sure you think of the same thing I'm thinking. Where's the other Palmerin? So the next thing he has to do is he has to get that cap. So he decided to charge all the way down there because he saw the Palmerin that both of them were hanging out. Again, not working as a team. Which is very frustrating. Now he's getting this cap no matter what. And again, I don't know why the Palmer here doesn't just turn to the right and go north and get the cap. Instead, it's like I have to push in, I have to go after him. Even if this Paolo Emilio is only doing 3/4 speed or half speed, the Palmer can't catch up to him. His torpedoes don't mean anything. So I'm just like, wow. I have no idea why he did this. Again, I'm trying to question the enemy. But his play right here is perfect. He's making sure he's standing right behind the island. I also think he's actually kind of egging him on, too. And now he actually has the cap. No, the battle's going to end much sooner than 5 minutes. So at this point, I was getting kind of close in desperation. I have no idea why the Palmers played they did and why the last Fletcher in particular played the way it did. If I was that Fletcher, I would have got the B cap, then the C cap, or sorry, the C cap, then the B cap, and just came back and ran. They would have won the game, because Azuma I think is AFK and down south and couldn't have killed them all. But anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed this replay and the details. I hope it helps. As always, take care, stay safe, and please leave a comment down below. Let me know if you like this. And ooh, he just woofed that shot. That was not good. I'm going to sit here and give one more last comment before I actually leave. I just love the torpedo beats that are coming up. You know the Palmer's actually fired a torps. And that's what you call getting skinny. Good. Putting the thread through the needle. All right, everyone. Take care. Stay safe. Bye for now.